Alright guys, welcome back to Horseplay Motoring, and Merry Christmas, because this upload will be up on Wednesday, and that'll be Christmas Day. If you notice, we're in a little bit of different scenery, and I've talked about it before. We spent $6,000 cash on an Acadia for my wife. Now, being that it was only $6,000, and it was a 2008, it does have a few little things here and there, and I decided to start a whole new series or segment, sort of like Derek Brand Productions had Redo Blue. This is going to be my segment called The Daily Grind. This will be episode 1, and I'll go over a few things that are wrong with this Acadia and what needs to be touched up. Now guys, other than needing a detail pretty good, you notice these buttons right here, all the stuff's off of them. That is very, very common on these vehicles. This is actually just like a vinyl layer, and it needs to be scratched off. So the person before me obviously had long nails, and she had, I need to get these too, but she had a lot of makeup, because we got makeup up here. Maybe she was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Anyway, so these right here, that one, and these and this, I forgot I needed these two, so I ordered a decal kit. Now what this is, give me a second to fumble through. This is transparent vinyl. So basically, I'll peel all of this off. You need all of it off as much as possible, because if this is stuck to that and that's peeling, obviously this is just going to fall off. So we need to get as much of that off as we can, and then this will just peel off and stick. Now you see these tabs here? They got the cutout here, so it'll fit perfectly in there. You don't have to worry about the alignment as much, because like I said, everything kind of lines up with these tabs. And then we got to replace this one over here, which is going to be the inside. So let's go from there and see how things look. Now guys, one thing I will show you is I'm just using the tip of the key, and I barely have to even go over this. I'm not even pushing down, and it's getting that off. So it's just very flaky. Won't take much at all. I'll get all this off just using a key. Well guys, do not buy this kit. I tried moving it this way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you line it up. It will not fit on the buttons correctly. It won't fit. It's short one way, it's short the other way. You cannot get it centered. Even look at the button right there. See the green showing? It won't line up. It don't even line up with that. I don't know what I expected, but surely better than this. This is crap. So I'll have to buy another kit and go over this, but you get the general idea of what you're supposed to do. And I've seen the kits online, and the people do them, and they turn out great. So this is just a crap kit. That's all it comes down to. So guys, as you can see, things don't always go as planned. Like I said, I've seen plenty of videos, and people do them, and they fit just fine. They go on just fine. You're not trying to guess if it goes to one side or the other too much, or is this going to show. These are just crap. That's all there is. I don't know how else to say it. But I have a lot more on this series. So I got a tail light to replace. We didn't notice when we was buying it that the tail light had a little crack in it, which let in condensation. Over time, that condensation turned into almost a fishbowl. I mean, I could have put some goldfish back there and had a little feeding spot, and could have been just fine with that. The hood strut, or the hood strut, it did not hold the hood up. So anytime I checked anything, I'm a fluid checker. I check them almost every other day. I want to be on top of things. So the hood had to be held up with a stick or with vice grips on the thing. So I got a new hood prop, got a new tail light, cleaned it up some. I still got to detail the inside. I was really hoping them stickers would be the thing, but it's just not. Today I'm messing with the Acadia, and if you can see this driver's side tail light, we didn't notice when we purchased it, there's actually a little crack right here. Now I guess this is just enough to break the seal right here to let in moisture. There was no moisture in it when we bought it. The next day, overnight, this thing was filled full of moisture. It got so bad the other day when my wife shut the door, the water level was up to here. I could see it sloshing. Might as well just put some goldfish in there and have an aquarium back here. But I went to LKQ. They finally had one Acadia in, and they had these available because people couldn't figure out how to get the trunk open. So I climbed through, popped the trunk open with a screwdriver, and got me a new tail light assembly. So what you do is you pop these two out. I was overthinking it, thinking I had to move all this to get to it. Nope, you just pop these two round things out right here, and it's two 7mm bolts, and then the whole unit slides straight out. I don't know how well y'all can see because it's super bright, but I got it out. Got the 7mm out there. I don't know, maybe an inch or so long, inch and a half, inch and a quarter, something like that. And now it'll pull straight toward me, just like that. Now when you get it off the back, since these are LED lights, you'll have this connector right here you gotta take off. Reinstalling is just a reverse process. Plug it in, slide it in, bolt it up. This in here, can y'all see how much water is? Oh, look at that, just pouring out. Nice. Look at all that water in there. Alright guys, and just like that, I got the other one in. Now this one does have a few little small surface scratches that they can be polished out. I'm not worried about that. The thing I was worried about is I had an issue on either this car or my Thunderbird, I can't remember, where water got in the taillight and it actually started to cause an issue with a harness because the corrosion got in the harness and was actually, I don't know, 4 foot. I could peel back the line and it was just green dust like you see on the battery terminals, the corrosion. It was about 4 foot back because where the water had been sitting in there, it corroded the socket that the bulb was in and the wiring behind it. So I wanted to get that taken care of before I had any issues with that. And that looks a lot better. Can't even really see the scratches on camera, or at least I can't on this camera. But that's all there is to this process, and then I'll show you the next thing I have to replace in just a second. Alright, probably wondering why I'm under the hood of our newer vehicle, or reliable vehicle. It's this little unit right here. Since the day we bought it, I knew about it, but it don't even try to hold up the hood. And it's a pain in the butt because I am I'm a fluid checker. I'm constantly checking fluid levels daily. I don't like anything to arise. If I have an oil leak, checking my oil daily, I'll notice. So what you got to do is there's a clip right here. Let's see if I can hold this with my head. All right, there's a clip right here. You pull that out. Same on that end. You pull that out, and then it just slides off. So I'm gonna have to show y'all on this right here. See the clip, how it's pulled out, and there's a ball that goes in that hole, and when that clip's pushed in, it just hugs the what do they call it, tendon or something like that. I can't think of the correct name for it, but I'll go ahead and say what I had on my mind anyway. It hugs the ball. So this little ball hugger right here is the clip that holds it on. So let me get this one off and this one on. Fortunately, I got to put y'all down because I don't have 4 hands. And just like that, slid it on the thing there, pushed it in, both ends, and now I'm hands free. And this one right here that don't even try to hold anything can go in the garbage. So put it down there for now. So I'm gonna polish out the headlights, clean this baby up, but a few little things that was wrong with it. It's one of the reasons we got it for $6 grand is because there's little odd and end things that just need to be. Overall, it's a great vehicle. I love it. It is a GMC, but I love this damn vehicle so far. Normally I don't think about stuff like this, but I did this time, and I figured I'd pass it along in case y'all have a tendency of doing dumb shit like I do. I was holding this in my head, putting this on. Don't have whatever if you're using a phone for a flashlight, or if you're recording this, don't have anything around here, because if that slips off your head, it's going to crush whatever's there. So I wouldn't even set the new shock up there, because like I had an issue with that where my trunk fell and busted a shock. So I wouldn't set anything up here while you was holding that with your head, unless you have somebody helping you hold that. Now, if you have a partner, like your wife or whatever, friend, holding that up, you know, that's fine, set stuff here. But if you're doing this by yourself, I would not set anything here at all, because like I said, one little slip, it's going to slam. Whatever there is messed up, probably, for sure. Get out here today, got some sandpaper, got some rubbing compound. Try to get these headlights polished out a little bit more. They're not terrible, but they just bug the crap out of me because they are yellow and they do have oxidation. So let's see what I can do with them. Alright guys, since they're not terrible, I'm going to start out with 1500 grit. I normally go 800, 1000, 1500, 2000, but I do not have any 1000 grit right now. So I'm going to do 1500 and see what I can get knocked out. And I do have a drill with the little bit on it for polishing, and I have plastic polish, so I think anything will help more than what it is right now. So I'm going to get started on that. I have soapy water spray here. I don't know how well you can see it, but this side is more hazy than this side now. It's because I haven't hit this with any polishing compound or anything. It was really rough over here, so I went over it with 800, and I still have some that I can feel with my nail right here, but it's a lot better. I'm going to go over it just a little bit more, try to get all this knocked out the best I can down here. And then I'm going to bring out the power tools and see what I can get done. Alright guys, this is after hitting it with the plastics. Hopefully, even with the sun going down, y'all can tell all that white oxidation ain't over here. Looks a lot better. See if I can get back far enough. That way y'all can see the difference there. This side wasn't as bad, but it still has, you can see it in the yellow right there, how it's hazy. That's the oxidation. So I'm going to hit this one up in just a minute. This one is not perfect, but it is way better than it was before. So that's all I was going for, is getting in better. I used this pad, like a wool pad, with some rubbing compound. And then I came back with plastics and this blue ball and hit it, and it feels really good right now. I'm happy with the results, even though it was just a quick little job. So let me get to that side and see what I can get knocked out. Alright, now you can see, even with the sun going down, how this side's hazy. It's because I just wet sanded it. See how this side has clarity? Just a minute, hopefully we'll have enough light. I'm knocking that out and we'll see the difference. Alright guys, a few minutes later, now you can see the clarity's back in that, and we have two clear headlights now, not oxidized over. So again, I use plastics, I use rubbing compound, I use on the really rough parts I did use 800, then I went to 1500, and then I went to rubbing compound, and then I went to plastics in that order. So there's that part of this ordeal. Alright guys, so let me know if you enjoy this type of video. I really think it's just, you know, another dimension to the channel. It's another vehicle. It's another way for people to find me. There's a lot more little odd and end things that I want to do to this vehicle. There's a lot more odd and end things I want done that the wife wants done. One of the things is the vents around the AC are chrome, and they will blind the crap out of you when the sun is shining. I don't know what GMC's or GM's thing was. We're putting chrome around the vents, but it will literally blind you going down the road. So probably a video on either wrapping them or taking them off and painting them. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But until then, guys, I hope y'all enjoy this little series. And have a Merry Christmas. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for the support.
I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars. I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars. I won't turn around, I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never come back.